Hey, hope you guys are doing well today because this is a very special day. Welcome to the 10th episode of the Lift to Enlightenment channel. So I figured I'd talk about something a little bit different today. I've covered a lot of different diet strategies, health techniques, workout techniques, stuff like that. But I figured today I'd talk about something a little bit different and something very, very special to me, something I think is a very powerful tool for life changing and really can be applied to any aspect of life. And so what that is gratitude. So what gratitude is really just being fully present and accepting a gift from the universe. And this could be anything. This could be something you got from a friend. It could be a Christmas gift. It could be a beautiful sunny day. And so what it really is accepting the gift, not just with your arms, but really on a deeper soul level. And so an example of where this fails is you have people who say win the lottery and they might get $1 million, $100 million. Statistics have actually shown that most of those people actually lose the majority of their money, and some of them actually end up in poverty conditions only a few years later. So what happened there is they may have received the money happily, but they didn't fully align their mind, body, and soul with the fact that they were given a great gift from the universe with really no effort. And so the difference between just taking something and fully appreciating it is that when you start to actually look for the beauty in things and be fully present and appreciate them, more beautiful things tend to show up in your life. So if you make a habit of looking around and, complaining and seeing how things aren't good enough for you, and you're like, oh, this is so unfair, like I deserve so much better, I should be treated so much better in these various situations, things aren't going to get better for you because you're creating a reality of not enough, of scarcity, of this isn't good enough for me and I'm not getting treated the way that I should be. But if you flip that around and say, all right, even though my situations might seem a little negative right now, they might seem like I'm not doing so well, I'm in a tough spot financially or in relationships or whatever it might be, if you just make a tiny effort every day to find the beauty in your environment, and I guarantee you there's tons of it, you'll start to find that the universe is trying to give you gifts all the time and that you might just not have been seeing them this entire time. So go outside right now, look around, pause this video, whatever you have to do, and go look at the sun, go look at the stars, the moon, the trees. We're surrounded by beauty every single day, and we just don't listen to it. We don't think about it because we're too busy getting in our cars, driving to our jobs, driving to the gym, coming home, eating dinner, watching television, going to sleep, and all these things that we don't really take the time to stop and realize that we're surrounded by life. Just the fact that we're here existing, the fact that you're even able to watch this video, the fact that I'm even able to make this video, and I can send my silly ideas out to people in the universe, and maybe it can help them, maybe not. But just the fact that I have that option, that you have that option to do something for yourself at any given time. I mean, you're a living, conscious, breathing being who has a finite experience here on earth, and we don't know why that is. We just wake up here and are supposed to make some sense out of life, and with really no guidebook. There's no rules or dictionary or encyclopedia on what it means to be a person and how to be happy. And so something that has been really powerful for me is to just start to relax into the fact that we're surrounded by goodness all the time and that there's an infinite amount of things to appreciate. So I know this sounds a little bit woo to you guys, but I really encourage you to try it out. And if you want to go deeper, there actually have been quite a few studies in scientific labs investigating the actual effects of gratitude on neurotransmitter levels, as well as just overall markers of psychological wellness, in terms also sleep quality, even physical performance and longevity. It sounds crazy, but you got to realize that when you're appreciating something, you're tuning your mind to look for positive circumstances. And when you start to do that, the negative circumstances simultaneously start to fall away. So anything it is that you're trying to get in your life, whether it's a better physique, a better job, more money, more happiness, more free time, whatever it is, if you start to tune your mind to appreciating the fact that it's already coming to you, and that you already have it on its way, or maybe you even already have it. Maybe you've been going to the gym for the last year and you've lost 20 pounds and you have a new girlfriend or boyfriend who seems pretty cool, but it doesn't seem like it's quite exactly how you imagined. That's okay. Life isn't supposed to happen in an instant. There's a reason that we live for 100 years, you know what I mean, or more, depending on who you are. So the more you can find to appreciate, the more you're going to find more things to appreciate, and it's just a cycle that just keeps going and going. So I want to talk about a little bit about how appreciation can help other people too, because this is all, I don't want this to come across as just a selfish thing of me being appreciative makes my life better. You can actually help other people out way more than you think you can. You know, a lot of people have this desire to help people on a large scale. I certainly have that, and I've been frustrated for years trying to figure out, like, what can I do? How can I help people? I have all these good ideas and all this positive intention. I wish there was a way I could just jam it into people and make their life better, because it seems like there's so many people out there who are just fundamentally unhappy, and it's really sad, and I wish I was a wizard and could magically make them better, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can identify with this. But a simple thank you goes so much further than you guys realize. And I know this is kind of cliche, everybody's heard this before, oh, say thank you, but you might not realize that people everywhere, every person listening to this wants to matter. Deep inside, whether you want to admit it or not, whether you think it's egotistical, we all want to be significant. We live in this huge, huge world full of 7 billion people and a trillion other organisms and stars and galaxies and everything. We're just these teeny tiny little people, and it feels really good to know that we matter. And whether you want to admit it or not, part of being a person and part of feeling satisfied and fulfilled with your life is knowing that you're making a difference to someone else. So it's up to you how you guys do this, but something I try to do is, like, when I've been substitute teaching lately, which is really cool. I get to be around a lot of funny kids and stuff like that, and a lot of times there'll be a little old lady in the hall with one of those gray trash cans and a bunch of bags, and she's got gloves on, and she's sweeping or she's spraying something down, and you see people just walking past her, not even acknowledging her that she's there, and she's getting paid, you know, whatever. She's probably happy. I'm not trying to pick on her, but I always try to go out of my way to thank people for doing stuff like that, to know that, you know, you might be doing something that nobody else wants to do, that you're not getting paid very much to do, but it makes a really big difference, because if we didn't have people doing those types of things, life would be a lot more hectic and a lot more messy. And, you know, as there's a lot of little cliche sayings out there about how it takes all kinds to make the world go round, and that really is true. We live in a really big, complex society, and there's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives to that. But the fact is, there are some jobs that are kind of crappy to do, you know, and the more you can appreciate the people doing those things, the better. And maybe I went on with that one example too long, but just anything, even just someone doing the dishes for you, or, you know, sweeping the floor or making you a meal, like, all those things matter, whether you realize it or not. And the cool thing is, the more you start to thank people, not only do they feel happy at the fact that what they did actually mattered and was able to help someone, but it means more to you too. So, you know, whether or not you're religious and you say grace before dinner, just take a second, close your eyes, smell the food you're about to have, whether you prepared it or not, and realize, like, this meal was not guaranteed. This didn't have to come to me, but it did. By whatever means, the universe conspired to bring me this beautiful meal that I'm about to eat. It's going to nourish my body. It's going to nourish my soul. It's going to keep me strong. It's going to keep me healthy. It's going to be fuel for my body. It's going to be building materials for my cells. And you don't have to think that deep into it if you don't want, but just realize that that is a gift that has been given to you. And if you just take a second to appreciate that, you're going to get so much more out of it. And maybe there aren't studies to validate this, but my guess would be, when it comes to appreciating a delicious meal, that you probably get a lot more nutrient efficiency in terms of just bioavailability of eating something that you're really fully aligning with and appreciating. And then again, the more you guys do that, the more you're going to start seeing things in your life. A lot of people, relationships is another example. A lot of people spend their whole life just trying to find the right person, I don't have the right person, my life's not good enough, one day I'll get married and I'll have kids and all this thing, all will be good. Just calm down and realize that you're perfect the way you are, and that your life is perfect the way it is right now, in this moment. Just take a deep breath and feel that everything is okay, and appreciate everything you have. And when you start to do that, everything that you want, everything you desire will come to you so effortlessly, because you realize that you already have it. You don't need more. You're whole. You're a human being. We're a divine spirit in this little biological vessel that gets to navigate through this wonderful world that so few of us ever explore, because our eyes aren't open. Open your eyes and see what we're surrounded by, and I think you guys will be a lot happier. And I know this maybe sounds goofy to some of you guys. I know this channel has so far been primarily about fitness and dieting and all that stuff, but this really fits into it. And I guarantee you that if you can mix those two things together, take the fitness and the health and the hard science and the determinism and all that stuff, and then mix it in on the other side with gratitude and love and appreciation and reflection and breathing, and just mesh those two things together, you're going to find yourself just so much closer to enlightenment. And so I really appreciate you guys watching this, truly. I hope you have a good day. I'd love to do a lot more of these videos, so please give me your feedback. Let me know what you think, and have a wonderful day.